They say that 3 is the magic number. Well, it must be because we've made it. YAAP, yet another automotive podcast. How the devil are you? As always, lovely James, lovely Charlie. We're here, Tash and all. Gents, how are you?
Bloody lovely, ready to yap.
Good, thank you.
As always.
Good evening.
To give a little bit of context, we tried to film and then we ran out of puff because we've had a busy week and we're going to get into
Very
that
busy
later
week,
on.
yes.
But we're going to jump straight into hot off the press, fresh news.
Hold on.
Hour.
Hour.
Yes, please.
Stop us yapping too long.
Yes, otherwise we will over-yap.
Yeah, over-yap. Don't want to
We'll have
over-yap.
to add an extra couple of A's into the logo.
Yarp.
Chris Harris, Francis Bourgeois, doing an 8-episode TV show on trains. We're assuming this is going to be an Amazon. Is it an Amazon? I'm assuming that.
No, it is. The link's not working. It's like QVC or something. QVC isn't right.
QVC sells stuff, surely not.
yeah,
not
It's a
sells
shopping
trains.
channel, if I remember correctly.
I can't. What did you say it was, James?
Not QVC.
Not
It's got to be a
QVC.
Discovery
It's
or
not
something.
QVC.
It's
The
something like
channel
that,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. But I think we're going to watch
Quest.
The Q
I
was
think
correct.
that we are going to watch one really enthusiastic man, Chris Harris, learn from a hyper enthusiastic man on how to get a Woody over something
trains,
not
yeah.
many people
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this, I'm imagining this all stems from the video they did a while back where they chased a train. And there's one of my favourite moments in like automotive content ever
agree.
is when you see Chris Harris get it.
Yes.
And if this show can capture even like a tenth of the magic of that
Yeah.
video, yeah, we're in for a treat. Very exciting. It's nice to see people in the car world doing something
A bit different.
No,
a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah.
unless, and I'm saying this because it pops into my mind. Unless you're James May talking about wine, because I couldn't give a shit. I could
Yes.
not give a shit.
But have you seen James May's Toy Story?
Yes, love that.
That's
love
class
that.
TV.
It needs to be the right off-topic
Yes.
topic.
It needs to be autistic rather than alcoholic, I feel.
Yeah.
Yes.
More tisms, less fucking
Yes.
percentages. Up the vino.
And this is another one of this brilliant setup they're doing with Francis to get it all ready for the supposed Grand Tour appearance.
Yeah.
Or appearance
Yeah.
hosting.
Supposedly.
How can we hybrid this? How can we show
Yeah.
Chris Harris approves of Francis Bourgeois ahead of time?
Yeah.
So I'm imagining they just spent a long weekend or a week doing this train, and they've split it into an 8-episode series. It's very interesting concept, because I thought if you'd have said Harris and Bourgeois doing a train thing, I'd have imagined it was something in the similar vein as the original video. But I think it's really cool. I think this could be really great.
I hope for comedy value, it's side of the platform, Francis doing his thing, spotting the shit out of these trains with the worst camera angle ever, just on the brow of the nose.
Yes.
And Chris Harris, for the first couple of episodes, thinking, what the fuck, fella?
Yeah.
And then, as you said, just that getting it. And then all of a sudden, Chris is rattling out fucking SKU codes of trailers. Like, oh my God, it's this one.
Well, what the show is them restoring a train.
Oh,
is
missed that
cool.
completely. But
Yeah, it's the working title is "We Saved a Train." So
I
those
didn't
two.
take that from that. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so they're going to be like renovating it. I don't know how you resto mod a train.
Make it electric. Oh no, it already is.
Yeah.
Well,
It depends on the train.
Yeah,
True.
Have either of you ever seen like a big steam train like up close?
Yes.
Not up close.
It
I've
is
seen them from
incredibly
Yeah.
cool. It
Proper
scratches
engineering.
that same itch that like seeing a very nice supercar does up close.
Yeah.
It's and they're so much bigger than you think. And then you go and see them. If anyone hasn't gone, go to York Train Museum. Great day out. Great day out.
Fairs.
But they are so much bigger than you expect.
Also,
And as
Chris
you said, because they're a finite amount of them, I think it was a Top Gear episode where they really sung the praises of this is such an amazing feat in engineering,
Mm.
and they
Massively.
will have only made 10 of these spring or 4 of this part. It's not like a
Yeah.
mass-produced thing, and there's a
Yeah.
very good chance it was all handmade and or made in sheds.
Yeah.
And it is amazing because there's no real overlap of that in
No.
cars, because you're probably going to make more than 50 cars, whereas that would just be
Yeah.
surplus to requirements in the train world.
Yeah. Oh yeah, even the McLaren F1, which is famously low production, is like 60 or 70.
Numerous.
And then
And,
there's
when you get the special editions of a Ferrari or something, they will be sharing parts from lesser models.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, even the special editions, like the SF90XX, it's like 1,500 cars. Like,
Okay.
it's like, yeah.
Is there really that many?
Yeah. It's like,
And
it's a
90%
lot.
of it will be an SF90.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was even the F40s like 1,000 cars, or it might have been
More.
1,500.
It's like
Yeah,
1,600?
I think it's 1155.
yeah. That's why the
A
F50
nothingness
is so
number.
much. Because the
So we
F50 is
do-
about 300 cars, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Is
Well,
this
what's
is this
skinny
the
numbers?
is this the YAAP? Is this the YAAP way? How long until we mention Ferrari?
Yeah, it seems like it. I don't
Yeah.
even like the brand. Actually, I do now. I've gone.
That's
forward.
just-
1,311 to 1,315. So they don't actually know specifically.
Well, they'll have
how many.
chassis
That's a bit
lying
like the
about,
Enzo.
won't they?
That's
Yeah,
a
the
bit like
Enzo they
Enzo.
made more than they said.
Cheeky.
I've also just realised that we are YAAP, yet another automotive podcast, and we've got on a bit of a
Talk about
tangent on trains there.
trains.
But it is
Hey,
two very
of all the
important people in cars.
Is
Um,
a train an automotive? Is trains automotive?
It's a locomotive.
Locomotive. YAAP.
Yelp.
Right. Yeah.
Well, should we talk about us for a bit then?
Let's get a little bit selfish with it. Absolutely. Oh no, we are allowed to swear. I forgot I'm not on a
Yeah.
TikTok live anymore. I've just come from a TikTok live where I'm not allowed to swear.
Oh my lord. Well, we've had a really busy couple of weeks. So I've just got back from filming a podcast with some very special guests that I will not allude to because I want it to be a surprise.
Just for everybody listening, me and James know who we are behind the scenes.
Biggest guests yet? Yeah, biggest guests yet.
Excuse
I've been
me.
on.
Yeah.
How many
Good episode.
million subscribers do you have?
Some.
Some millions.
Some of them.
Millions. It's a bit like the Ferrari number. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I'm not going to
No.
disclose.
And then what else have we've done? So have we talked about our excursion to Bentley, Cav, on the show?
We haven't, and we should.
We should. Okay, I'll let you lead with that.
So lovely Charlie said, Bentley have invited me to go to see their new products. Would you like to come with? I said, yes, please. That sounds like a lovely day out. Charlie then said to Bentley, I'd like to bring my friend Jack Kavanagh, to which they replied, what will he say? So I felt it really important to put down the jester. And we went and we had a really lovely day. We saw the new products. Our jaws dropped when we learnt the values of them.
£250,000.
Just £250,000 starting, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
crazy. For something that you can get 2 generations previous for 11 grand.
It's mad, isn't it?
It is crazy. We bang on about Aston Martins for their depreciation, but I think people overlook the Bentley. But nonetheless, we had a lovely day in, oh my God, what was the area? What is the area?
Crewe.
Of course.
And we saw some old, we saw some new, we saw some tripods. And yeah, I just wanted to say personally, Charlie, thank you so much for the invite.
It's all right.
And
Thank you for coming.
yeah, that was it, wasn't it? They had the new version and the old version. And
Look
I
at
just
these
don't.
things.
the-
Look
the-
at carrot cake. Even the carrot
I have
cake's
to
fancy.
say, if you go back, Charlie, to that photo of the two,
Fag on, in a suit, let's go.
I think that new Bentley is one of the coolest looking cars of that type on
Yes.
the road.
Yep.
They look equally gangster and aristocratic.
Yes.
And
They
they,
look incredibly
sound
cool.
incredible.
Somehow.
Bentley are a company that are still like sticking to their roots and doing it fantastically.
Yeah.
They are such great cars.
That was the theme of my video, James.
I got the wrong way.
They can do both.
Yeah.
Whereas Rolls Royce can't. You can't
agree.
be. You've got to be posh basically to own a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Whereas you can be a little bit. Well, how did he accrue his money in a Bentley? Whereas you don't really get that in. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are people with ill-gotten gains that have got Rolls Royces, but they're not public. Whereas a Bentley is like, oh, is that legit? Does the tax man know? I'm not sure.
They look so good.
It does. And I very seldom do you get to say this. I prefer the new to the old.
Yes.
Whereas most OEMs, it's always, it's not as good as the predecessor.
So luxury is one of the few little niches in cars that does just get better. It just does. Yeah.
Yeah, refinement really does help luxury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And there's us looking like absolute plebs. But we had a great time.
Yes. And then Cav was dumb enough or naive enough to ask them what the sound system was like. So then Cav had to sit in a Bentley with Bentley employees playing his music, which was quite fun. Bentley, massive laugh, I have to say.
Yes.
They have such a great sense of humour. They've got a really small, close-knit family there. Shout out Bentley. They're great. We had such a lovely time.
The clanger for me, and I've got to mention it again. The gentleman, I want to call him Man Bat because his name was Wayne Bruce. He was head of PR, and the way he goes, we don't like to talk about the dirty subjects of sales, but this is the car that helped us outsell Rolls Royce. And I was like, you didn't want to mention it, but you fucking got it in that conversation, didn't you, Wayne?
He also mentioned there was a paint job that you could get that was the price of an Audi RS Q8, which I just thought was ridiculous.
It's called Ombre. And it was lovely, but it wasn't
What colour's
the cost
that?
of a whole car.
Ombre
it's
is
like
only a
it's-
colour that I've heard in hair terms.
Yes, it basically means the same thing. It fades from one to another.
Much like a vehicle that we saw that
recently.
we can't mention. But so we were lucky enough, the wonderful Jack Scotton of Carwow invited us to sit at the side of the Carwow runway in an undisclosed secret location
Just outside of Loughborough.
and watch them drag race some very, very special cars that we can't say, which is really annoying.
They were definitely Skodas.
They were definitely Skodas. So that video, and we did a bit of a crossover episode. I forgot we filmed an episode there. So we did us yapping on the Spotcast, which will be really good fun. Spot YAAP, yeah. So very excited for that to come out.
It will come out at some point when we've been told that we can put it.
Yes, it should be soon.
When we're allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's might be the next episode, it might be the one after the next episode. But yeah, I've been filming lots of podcasts that I can't release yet this week or two.
We've been doing a lot of stuff we're not allowed to talk about, really.
Yeah, which is fun.
But yeah, as somebody who hasn't really been to a shoot like that, I was blown away by how many people are actually to do, with all due respect, a 10-minute YouTube video.
Yeah. So many parts.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So many bodies. So many bodies.
Shout out the fish and chip man. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He kept us all going.
The latest, highest chippy ever.
Yeah, and then it was nice to meet Matt after watching him on YouTube for years.
It was weird hearing his voice over
weird.
the radio.
On the radios, yeah, that was great.
It was.
I and this is not a criticism at all, but one thing we were on our chairs, and I'm not giving too much away, I hope. And if it is, Char,
No.
We're sat at our chairs, and lovely Jack said, "Here's a walkie-talkie." So we got a walkie-talkie, and we can hear the in-car stuff, and we're like, "Oh my god, this is proper behind the scenes." Because obviously we're not in the car, but we can hear the conversation. And one thing I learned is that Matt on a walkie-talkie, cameras rolling or not, is the man that you see in the videos. Like the same voice, same energy, same passion. And we were like, oh my God, he is just exactly the same. But then what we learned later on in the day is that he does have a less than energetic volume. And fair enough. Do you know what I mean? High energy for long periods of time.
Yeah.
But he does, there is a off-camera Matt, which was quite cool to watch. I love that.
Yeah, he was very relaxed.
Yeah,
very
super chill.
Very chill. I've noticed that with a lot of people I've got to meet that have a big on-camera persona, there's sort of there's a standby mode that they fall into.
20% off.
Yeah. Which is a good skill to have. I think you'd learn that after having so much teeth in the game, really, because people like that they've been around a while. And Matt was on TV like 15, 20 years ago, wasn't he?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can't remember what he did. He did like an ITV a show for ITV.
Yeah. He did a
can't remember what
video
it's
on the YouTube channel, I think, about him going over his like first ever car review on TV.
Oh, really?
And he was very young.
Very young.
Was it a 62 CV?
I'm just trying to think of a car thing. I got my wonderful friend Harry lent me his Lexus LS 400 to take to Wales, which was, mate, what a car.
In Shana colourway, might I add.
Was it Shana colourway? Is that what that is?
Mint and grey, absolutely, sir.
Oh, there you go. Let me get a picture of it. What, just an absolute fantastic vehicle. I am completely in love with it.
Comfortable seats.
Yes.
I will say, as the passenger princess.
Sofa on wheels. Look at that.
A 4-litre V8 with a limited slip diff. What's not to love?
Yeah. I had one squeaky bum time, but the cruise control caught it for me.
The cruise control or the traction control, brother?
Traction control. The cruise control.
Cruise control drifting. That's what we need. That's an episode. Arr, and it just stays there forever. Arr, 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 arr. Brilliant. In other news on my part, M5 went from Swift Performance, has gone to EBC for big boy stoppers. I was meant to be picking up the car today, but they said, we're going to have a go at fitting 6 pots. So I am happily waiting for bigger brakes. And then after that, there will be content on my page on a bit more volume, suspension upgrades, and I think I've made a decision on the interior trim. I am going to do a piano black, not carbon fibre. I just, honestly,
I'd rather
so light.
no. Oh, you're so wrong. You're so far from wrong, mate. Fucking piano black. Are you mad? You're part of the problem, mate. You paint it Nardo grey as well.
Sorry, piano black stained wood grain.
Right, that's better.
That's
not
better.
Just the
Okay.
whole
You can see the
black.
grain behind the piano
I
black.
was going to
Sorry.
say, surely just
See,
make
look
it
at this.
darker
This
wood.
is gorgeous. Come on, this is
So
beautiful.
Is that the Lexus?
No, mate. This is a Fiat 500.
It's small on my screen. Oh, yeah, sorry. All I saw was the fuel can air freshener. Big up the fucking Stjana. I shouldn't be wearing Stjana. I don't like wearing Stjana in these episodes.
You're a fake fan, mate.
Yeah, terrible.
What are you doing?
I'm literally sponsored by a different company, and so shout out Dodo Juice. Make much better products.
But yeah, that's
I
us.
like that interior.
Yeah, have we done anything else in cars, James?
Apart from going to a Carwow shoot.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
There isn't much more car than that, to be fair.
No, there isn't much more car than that. Shout out Callum
I would
Shoveler,
like to-
actually. Shout
Say
out
that
Callum,
again.
sorry. Shout out Callum. I know that you watch a lot of Carwow. So if you see this, keep an
Shout
eye
out
out for the
Callum.
video.
Yeah.
Very exciting times. Me and Callum have had many a when you don't talk for months and then the only thing is like a hello mate, I saw this video and I think you might like it.
Yeah.
And it's like I do like that.
Hopefully
Shut up,
he sees you in the background of the Carwow video.
That is honestly what I'm hoping for.
I
that
really
he'll just
hope
watch
you can
it
see
and
us
be
in
like-
that video.
Yeah.
Gents, I would like to ask you a question.
Yes.
Automotive news hasn't been fruitful this week, so I thought there is some, obviously, but I would like to ask you a question first.
Okay.
What is your favourite, for any reason, but if you had to name one, what is your favourite OEM or car manufacturer?
Caterham, hands down.
Just boom, there you go.
Caterham,
Have it.
British company, making a design that they worked out 40 years ago, still exists somehow, shouldn't exist, family run, perfect. I think Caterham is just hands down. And the exact same reasons for Gordon Murray Automotive. Two ends of the fucking price spectrum, same thing. They're making absolutely incredible products that shouldn't exist against the current space that we're looking at. They stand out, and they're British and they're handmade, and any day of the week, Caterham or GMA. Depends if I win the lottery or not.
James?
That's fair. Going down
Aldi's.
going down a similar route to Charlie. McLaren, not for their current cars, I should make it clear. Their current cars I'm not that interested in. But the fact that...
They're impressive, though.
Massively impressive. But it's the fact that, once again, British company started off a long time ago, and I think we all just don't really give enough credence to how many F1 World Championships they have actually won. Because I know, what?
Yes, yeah, true.
Over the past, 15 years?
Yeah. And the fact that McLaren F1, you just took a seat out and it won Le Mans.
You are stealing my second point.
Sorry.
But then if we're going into cars, best car of the 20th century, the McLaren F1. You have to go for that. Going for a bit more of a boring Audi-esque, I'm going to have to go for a bit of a Porsche, man. I see why Richard Hammond loved them for all those years on Top Gear, even though he got the piss taken out of him by the other two so much.
They did, because they were late to the party on the 911.
They were very late, very, very, very late to the party. But I have been in. Well, I've drove one once, and it was the best thing I've ever driven.
There's a reason they're still selling the same car from the same.
I was going to say it's the same ethos as Caterham. Really,
Yeah.
we've nailed this, and we're just going to make it better over the next 50 years.
Yeah.
Mine is.
Can I bet it's BMW?
It is. And I was thinking, do I be a bit edgy and say something different? But I'll be like, no, because then I'll just be lying. The reason I love BMW is because there is nothing, they don't offer a car that doesn't matter. Sorry, hang on, I've worded that completely wrong. Everything I want to do in a car, I can do it in a BMW extremely well. If I want to waft, I can do it in an X5 or a 7. If I want to go around corners fast, I can do that in a 2, 3, or 4 series. And anything outside of that, I don't care. The bit that I think is really, really cool important of BMW is you can spend 1,500 quid on a BM, i.e. an E36 and welded diff, and that's cool. And you can spend 150 grand on a BM, and that's cool. Not many OEMs can do it well at the top and the bottom end.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's a good point.
Because like Merc try it, and the base spec GLAs and A classes is just horrific vehicles.
You say that, but surely the modern base spec 1 Series is equally as lackluster.
So to put the salesman spin on it, you're right. A 116i is pants, but you can probably get a leggy 36 cheaper. So if you find the cheapest BMW you can make that cool. And if you find the most expensive BMW you can, all right, granted, to be fair, that is actually an XM, I think, which is not cool, but you drop down one, the M5 Touring.
Fair point.
That's a cool thing. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of crap in there, not denying that at all.
What's your least favourite BMW model, Kev?
The X1.
I knew you were going to say the X1.
Fuck off.
Every time I see it,
that ain't a crossover.
Every time I see it, it's like, what is that?
The point? It didn't need making.
They even have is it the X1E? I don't know what it's called. It's like
the
Lecky
one.
So it's called the the X1i?
I think so. iX1?
Yeah.
I'm not
This
sure.
is name your cars properly, BMW.
Yeah.
But they do an X1 40i. And I'm like, who the fuck's buying that? Because that is a slightly lifted 1 Series, presumably for the older lady. She didn't want a B58. So who the fuck are you making that for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do they do a GLA AMG? I think they do, actually.
Yes,
for sure.
They do. I also learned that we don't have them in the UK. I don't know if they're in Europe. The M550D Touring is a quad
Wish
turbo.
we did, because that's fucking cool.
Quad turbo?
Quad
Yes.
turbo.
Yes.
Wild.
No, hang on. I'm sure that engine is in a
Let me double
car
check.
in this country.
Yeah, is it not the
It would be
Alpina?
the X7 again, stupid name, the X7M spicy one, diesel.
60D.
That has quad turbos. So maybe it's a version of that. I don't know. But the idea of having 4 turbochargers on a diesel car is wonderful.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Is it not the 5?
Let's have a look.
540 diesel?
I'm sorry,
X-drive?
this must be the most boring thing to listen to.
Sorry, you're right. On the conversation of engines, Porsche.
Sorry, before we move on, I want to shout out the guy who binned his BMW outside caffeine machine. Nice one, mate.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was peak.
Right, sorry, yes, engines.
No problem. The Porsche have patented a very, very impressive engine. We have no idea if it's going to fucking work, but it is the truest representation of a W engine I think we've ever had. It is a W16, no, 18. It is a W18, 3 banks of 6 in a W shape. And I just think that is wild. There's the picture of it. Thank you so much for bringing that up, Char.
What the fuck?
Nuts. Looks like half a Spitfire engine.
How are you balancing that on the crank?
Just
Porsche.
not my problem.
Yeah, Porsche.
Just
I
Porsche. I
guarantee you that they will.
But like, where's their hypercar at? Where is it?
Well, I mean, fair point.
I think
actually.
we've still got the 918. It's still
Yeah.
like it still looks brand new. I don't know how they've done that.
Yeah, it does.
Well, that's the Porsche effect, isn't it? Just don't make it too outrageous, and then it will look current.
So what's that?
So this is an AI, I'm imagining.
Wow, okay.
Of
But yeah, 3 banks of 6, just
What's it
going
gonna
to sound
sound like?
amazing.
Oh, that's going to sound insane.
And what I love about this is, and we mentioned this in our spot YAAP, every OEM that makes a V12 keeps bringing out another V12 because they want to say, this is the last V12 ever. And then rather than going, oh, we'll make a V12, they've gone, oh, fuck it, let's make a W18. Like, so cool. Obviously, it will be unobtainium. Obviously, it will be in their presumably next hypercar for the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
But just, I love the fact they went bigger. In the same breath, I don't think it got enough mention. I don't think it got enough praise. I adore the Tourbillon from Bugatti, and that had a V16 producing 1,000 horsepower, naturally aspirated, along with some hybrid technology, and I think it's like a 2,000 horsepower thing. But fuck that powertrain off for a minute, just to concentrate on the V16. V12's pretty impressive enough, but 8 cylinders in a straight line, making 1,000 horsepower naturally aspirated. Like, that is what Bugatti needed 4 turbos to achieve 20 years ago to get 1,000 horsepower. Now they can do it naturally aspirated. Granted, there's more cylinders there, but just big up these manufacturers doing big, fucking huge engines naturally aspirated. Love that.
Since you're talking about a V16, which is a very, very rare layout for an engine, the only other one that I've ever heard of, don't know if you two have, is
Mr. Bean.
a car from the 50s.
Oh no, okay. We've got 2 cars then.
Yeah, not that cool Phantom from
Phantom, that was cool, yeah.
Johnny English. That is cool. But my dad told me about this years ago, and I never fully appreciated how cool this was. So it's called a BRM V16. If you get a photo up, Charlie, I think it's an incredibly cool looking car. It's actually very interesting. So, V16.
Oh my God.
This was a Formula One car from the late 40s, early 50s. I would argue peak F1, because they did not give a shit about anything. Look at the grille on that.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not one of the best looking cars. So, don't look at any stats. Let me just read out some of these headline figures.
What's the cubic capacity?
This is what's wild.
Sorry.
Oh,
So
okay, so this is, what did you say it was?
This is a V16. A
V16.
supercharged V16.
Oh
And this
my
is
God.
when 60s, did you say?
No.
50s.
Late 40s. Late 40s.
Late 40s.
Early 50s.
So 80 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to be like 3 litres?
So, it's a V16 with a 2-stage centrifugal supercharger. If I say that the cylinder bore is less than 2 inches, it is a 1.5 litre.
Oh my God.
V16
It's going to sound like a bee.
that, revved in testing.
Oh, it's got to be 15k.
Revved up to 12,000 RPM, but Rolls-Royce, who helped work on the engine, said that under ideal circumstances, it would run up to and above 15,000 RPM. It span its wheels in 5th gear, pushed out somewhere between 450 and 600 horsepower, and had a dry weight of 220 kilograms.
What?
Fuck off.
Yep. It is possibly the coolest car.
Sounds like a fucking terrible driving
Fucking bring that back. Let's bring that back.
Yeah, bring it back. So yeah, shout out the
Fuck,
BRM
that's cool.
V16. I want to say that there's one of them at Bewley Motor Museum. So if any of you are going there...
Sorry, that is such a, like, us at the board of directors table. Like, it needs to weigh 200 kilograms, it needs 16 cylinders, 15,000 RPM.
And a supercharger, centrifugal, motherfucker.
Supercharge it, turbocharge it.
I just did some Googling.
All of that and no seatbelts.
The average engine has about 1,500 pieces, or parts. This engine had 5,000. So basically, it never ran. It never ran properly. I can imagine it would run for about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
back in this era of F1. It was back in this era of F1. It was like 30 or 40 cars on the grid, and then like 15 would finish.
Yeah.
Right. But that's nuts to think that was a thing 80 years ago. Like, think of 80. If you think of 80 years ago, I'm thinking Model T. Like, no, you really cracked on.
Yeah, you must have been like 15, 16.
But to go from, what was it, 1905, the
That's
Model
crazy.
T?
Yeah, about that.
35 years later, they're churning them fuckers out.
So yeah. I just love thinking that there were all these guys who'd fought in the Second World War who came home and they were like, fuck me, life is boring. What can we do?
Yeah.
What could we do here? None of us are scared of death anymore.
Yeah.
No.
So what could we do? And this is what they did.
How can we make it more dangerous? Supercharge it. How can we make it more dangerous? Fuck the seatbelts off. Let's go.
Let's have tyres that are 4 inches wide.
I'll take these tyres off my bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got motorbike wheels on.
It's funny that before we sort of worked out the formula, engines, just anyone was trying anything with engines. Where it's not until recently where people have started to, as the market caps got higher and higher and people are paying 5 million quid for cars, until we're getting like weird stuff again, like V16s or like Cosworth putting out these high revving V12s. And there's some other stuff in the works. I think Pagani's going to be doing something weird, if I've heard right. Because again, cars have got so homogenized and so similar between vehicles now.
2 litre diesel, 4-pot, an inline 6, a V8, and
anything spicier.
Yeah. That's it. Like, in normal car world, and then it's only, as you say, the extremities where you learn that there's much bigger cubic capacities, or to be fair, turbos are common as fucking muck now, but big turbos, like spoolie boys that you can really feel, rare as hen's teeth now. Although arguably it's not as good for driving, but fucking cool. Like that Noble. Remember that Noble in Top Gear when it went whoosh? You don't hear that in cars ever. And to hear a blow-off valve in an OEM car, granted a unique one, fucking cool. Do that.
That's the one thing that the Ferrari 296 does really well, is the blow-off valve is so fucking loud. You think you're in an old Supra. It's like, it's almost aftermarket sounding, how like, because obviously with the regulations and stuff, the exhaust notes are pretty neutered. So it's all induction and blow-off, and it is a fantastic sounding experience.
As long as it's volume, I'm not asked what end it comes from. Just give me some volume.
Yeah, agreed. If you could build your perfect engine, what would it be? Kind of like stats. So like cylinders, how's it aspirated?
Supercharged V12.
Supercharged V12.
Supercharged V12, yeah. A low displacement supercharged V12, so it revs
we
really
don't get
high.
we don't get enough superchargers.
No, we don't.
Not in Europe, anyway. That is something that the Americans do well.
Do.
Supercharged V8s.
Juice.
Supercharged V8s that just whine. Are just...
Yes. Yeah.
The as much as I would love to say, like the V16 of the Tourbillon is mega, and I would love to experience that without the hybrid in something 1,500 kilo ish, because it can't be any less. Because fuck me, it's got to be a substantial thing to carry the engine. I would love to see massive NA. I don't love forced induction. No, I don't think. Oh, hopefully, yeah.
They'll definitely, they'll be like a 1 of 5 that they'll do. Like with the SP3 Daytona is the La Ferrari without the hybrid.
Yes. Okay, cool.
So there's a market for it. I can imagine they'll do it. I forgot is the Tourbillon hybrid?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the only reason why I went to Festival of Speed 2 years ago to see it, because I was just in awe of it. So I did a little bit of digging on the car. That's why I'm confident that it's hybrid as well.
First.
Have you seen that onboard footage of, I think it was Tourbillon, doing a lap of, I want to say it was the Nürburg ring, but the F1.
The GP circuit. I would imagine that would be the Bolide.
It may have been the Bolide.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the Tourbillon move yet.
It was making...
The Bolide, I've seen that. It's...
I think we've all seen it. I think it was at Goodwood when we were there, weren't we?
Possibly, yeah. That's the one where the centre part of the steering wheel stays still.
No, that's the Tourbillon.
No, that's the Tourbillon.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry, yeah.
What we've seen is the Bolide, which is the W16 without any particular filters or anything, because it's track focused.
We've talked a lot of high values.
Yes.
I think it might be the time to bring it down a notch or two and introduce the question from a follower, face.lees. We're assuming he means faceless.
Yes,
and Charlie, would you like to tell the lovely listeners what his question was?
So the question was, I thought you were going to do this bit. Give me a second.
Sorry, it is Sorry, are you ready?
Best second car for £7,000. Quirkier the better.
I've overlooked the Quirky a bit, actually, if I'm honest.
Oh, really? Because I've gone for Quirky. Oh, right. If you've bought a fucking E46, Kat,
No.
I could go a little bit quirky. I mean,
I've gone full quirk here. I've gone full quirk.
I'm sure, well, for £7,000, you could go and get a working, maybe even an all right Boxster. And I think for £7,000, 6-cylinder Porsche. Yes, it's the poor man's Porsche. That's got to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more fun than other ways of spending £7,000. Cav's face is making it like that he disagrees.
No, I wanted to hate you, but I'm like, fuck, that's a good shout, actually.
Yeah, every time I see them, because whenever you see them on the road, they're always ratty. They have the horrible blue, soft, roof, and it all looks it looks rubbish. But you just know that person in there is having the best time.
Yeah,
the most
down.
fun.
Yeah.
Roof's down because he has spent, let's say, £7,000 on a 6-cylinder Porsche. I bet
he's got a Boxster. He's got a manual. The roof's down.
Yeah,
he's having a good time. Everybody else is judging the shit out of him,
but he
didn't work very hard. But he's having a good time.
But if anyone says, "What car you got?" I got a Porsche, mate. So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, true.
I got a Porsche.
Which one?
And what?
Oh, don't worry about that.
No, it's a Porsche.
It's a Porsche.
6-cylinder Porsche. Yeah.
What about you, Kev?
I went Asbo with it. I thought, because I'm too old, I'm too overweight, but I do wish I could buy a Meglio, i.e. a Megane RS engine in a Clio 197.
That's cool.
Because they are £6,000 and £7,000 all day long. 250 brake in an 1,100 kilo car is going to be a lot of fun. They're pretty reliable, but it is still second car territory. You're not having that as your everydayer, because you just be lighting the fronts up all the time. I just think that's a lot of fun to be had. 250 brake, in a little Clio, and then you park it up and get into your 320 diesel every day. I went more fun with it than, and granted, there is no value in a man who is north of 26 saying, "What car have you got?" A fucking Clio. That ain't sexy. But for the boys, oh, fucking Dave's out in the Meglio, there's some fun factor in that.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I've lent
Jar?
into the
Pray tell.
Quirky. I've lent into the Quirky here. I've actually found a listing because I wanted to make sure that I could get this for $7,000. I've gone for a Saturn Sky because it's a VX220 underneath, which is a Lotus Elise underneath, and you will be the only person in the car park that's even heard of the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to go quirky, then sure.
Yeah.
But I guarantee
How
you-
much is a VX220?
$20,000.
Yeah, they're quite
Is
a
it?
lot now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
12K for a
steal
Roku
then.
one. Yeah.
Shout out to Saturn Sky.
How much of it? How much of it is Saturn?
All the bodywork,
Ooh.
as far as I'm
So
aware.
underpinnings, engine
It's the
is
exact
VX220.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Can we please get some more photos up of that? Because from here, it looks like a Vauxhall Vectra had an allergic reaction.
Yes, 1 second. I'm going to pull up. Piston Head sold one of them recently for a for like 12K. So it's a nicer pictures.
Now that is a wild sentence, mate. What car are you driving? A Saturn.
Saturn Sky.
I've got.
Needs
Oh,
quite a
yeah.
bit of explaining though.
Yeah,
car.
like right. Hear me out. Underneath.
Yeah.
220, and
I've got a
underneath
VX220 at 25%
Ooh.
of the cost.
That rear looks like that Pontiac similar.
Yes, I think Pontiac also did the same car.
Is it the like? Yeah, Solstice.
Shout
Yeah, I
out
think
the
you're
right.
hedge cutting in the background there.
Has it got a good hedge? Oh wow, yeah,
Ooh.
bloody
It's
hell.
fucking immaculate.
You know what, Charlie? I don't hate that car as much as I thought I was. going
No.
to. It's in
The
a
only thing
very
I don't love
American spec, though.
Is it's quite, and you've got to explain it. But I can't knock you for it because you've nailed Quirky. You've
Yes.
nailed Quirky there.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't know if a Boxster is quirky.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I wouldn't say.
I feel like James played it very safe. I went a bit Asbo. So, yeah, Char, I'm not buying one, but you win, in my opinion.
Thanks. Well, should we move on to spot of the week since we're talking about me winning?
Silence.
Yes, absolutely. Let me submit my entry. Sorry. Again,
I have to say, No, go on, sorry.
I haven't. I was just really proud of this.
Yeah.
So I won't win, but I want to. And again, this is going to sound arrogant. And Charlie told me to stop saying those introduction bits, but I was really proud of myself when I saw this. So it's not a traditional spot, but it was a car that I spotted this week, and it made me.
Are you sending it to me?
It made me ponder. I'm trying to find the fucking thing.
Just get the photo up.
I'll
You've been
honourable
talking for
mention
hours.
on my drive to Caffeine and Machine today, I saw a Proton Satria. So shout out whoever was driving one of those because I've never seen one of them on the road before.
Do you remember on Top Gear when they did the UK versus Australia challenges?
What,
they
when the
had
Australians
nutty-
arrived in a prison van?
Yeah, but then the final event was that rally car race around the like
Yep.
grounds of a big house,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were in two bright yellow
Yes.
Protons. I believe that was what that was.
Yes, I think it was, yeah.
The little 3-door hatchback thing.
Have you found it yet, Cav?
I have. It is on its way. So this is not a traditional spot but it popped up on my memory.
Oh, no, this is fair enough. I
this
saw
is
this.
the 26th of October, 2010.
Oh yeah.
I found
Come
this,
on.
I'm presuming on Auto Trader, and it's a 320 diesel on LM style BBS wheels. And at the
With
time,
the
I'd
big
have
old
been
badge.
with a big old M badge that had no right being there.
The
But
tax
at 20
disc, come
years
on.
old, that was all I wanted. And then just for anybody who has no fucking idea who I am or what car I do drive, to have oh my God, why can't I find any picture of the fucking M2? All videos, shit.
It's a very
have
tricked out
a-
M2.
I have a F87 M2 on 3-spoke wheels. Fuck it, that will do for now.
I've literally just Googled Steiner Gloss BMW and it's the first picture that comes up.
Oh, fantastic. So yeah,
That'd be
I was
okay.
I was just really, really proud of that. I had lower expectations of myself than I realised I could have accomplished. Because at that time, that car, that 320D, obviously would have been a much newer car than it is now, but that was unobtainium. And now I have a car that is better.
You need to get an M badge like that
Objectively.
for it. I reckon an M badge like
Yeah.
that.
And then the ironic thing is, I don't have any M badges on the M2. They're all taken off.
Oh, nice.
The ones on the wings, the grills, the rear, all of them are gone. But yeah, I was really, one of them when you go, oh, fucking well done, mate. Like, not in a fucking ego way, just
Yeah.
oh, fuck, I forgot that was my hero car once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just really proud that I surpassed it,
That's very, very wholesome. You win the wholesome award this week.
Yes, you are
not
disqualified
winning the
from the
spot.
actual competition.
Next.
So James, I've got your picture, which I
Yes.
just realised I was with you. For this.
You were with me, yeah. So it's technically our spot, but so what that is, you're going to have to remind me what it's called.
A
Charlie?
Honda Acti.
So we saw this driving along the road very slowly,
there's
very
our-
wobbly.
There's our hour.
Oh, there's our hour. It was very wobbly all over the road, and from a distance, I thought that looks like somebody's got like a sort of little sniper hut in there, full of camo netting. And then as we overtook it, it's an animal hide for sneaking around. And if you have like a big long lens on your camera, you sit inside there, and then you can take cool photos. So the whole front of the car was covered in camo netting with a seat up top. Cav's face is completely fair because we didn't know what it was.
We were
until
so perplexed, yeah.
Imagine
I'm more worried that this is, I think that was its original intent, but this feels like a nonce-mobile.
I mean, it could be a nonce-mobile, actually thinking about it. Yeah, to be fair. Yeah.
But no, that
you
is a
know what?
spot. That is a spot. I've
This,
never seen that before.
This makes me sad that I don't currently have the picture of one of the spots I got this week, which was an original Mark I Range Rover that had been converted into a caravan.
What, a Range Rover Classic?
Yeah. But so I told you guys about this earlier. I have had the most bizarre week for car spotting. If I can find the bloody pictures. I had it all ready to go. It was all ready. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick fire through my week of car spotting, and then I'm going to show you who I'm nominating, because I'm sure Cav will really appreciate what I've got for my actual nomination for Spot of the Week. So what I have seen this week. So Volvo Westworth, which is apparently a special Golf edition of a Volvo.
Westworth.
I saw this today.
yes.
This, come on. That's
Remember
crazy.
the SV wagon?
Yeah, Cadillac, it's quad tailpipes, you can't see from my terrible picture.
Boy.
A R50 V10 Passat.
Fuck me. I've never seen one.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I had to pull over and take a picture of it. A Toyota Velfire with quad tailpipes. I don't know if that means it's some hot V6. A Smart 4.2 Brabus with the number plate Coo Toy. This fucking Reliant that's been converted into a flatbed. This I've never seen before, which is a Hyundai that I think might be a V8
Land Cruiser.
underneath. So whatever that is.
Oh my God.
A V10 S8 with the number plate lol good job. But my nomination for my Spot of the Week, and Cav, you'll like this because whoever this is a fucking hero. In the little car park, a full caged Impreza with speed lines.
Fair fucks.
Yes.
I do believe you, but I am gobsmacked that was 1 week's worth of spotting.
Honest to
fucking
God, I couldn't
V10
believe
Passat.
it. Yeah.
Fuck. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So presumably that's an S8 with a Volkswagen badge on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
basically these two are the same car, I'd imagine.
It looks,
basically.
from the rear, it looks like a Phaeton. It looks like...
Yes, it does.
Me.
Yeah, they
No,
both do.
on
They
the-
both do. Yeah.
like, that looks wide.
Oh,
and
that
lean,
might
but
be a Phaeton, actually.
I
There
think
might be
that
an
is a
R50 Phaeton. V10
Not gonna lie.
EWF. Let me check that. You might be right there.
The rear looks too wide.
Yeah,
to be
no,
a
I think
Passat.
I did. Yeah, I didn't. R50 Phaeton.
I didn't realise
I
that they
didn't
were
even know
called...
that they did a V10 Phaeton.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, R50 Phaeton. It's a
Yeah.
diesel. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
V10 diesel. It's the
No.
same diesel
Yes,
that's
it
in the
is.
big
Oh my God,
Q7.
yes.
The Tuareg.
Yes.
Tuareg, sorry, not Audi, obviously.
Yes, wow. Okay,
Oh,
that is very cool.
it's lost a little bit of sex appeal because it's a diesel.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was my week in car spotting, but I think this is my favourite because it's a full race build. It's got speed lines. It's fully caged. It's got
That is
all
my
of the
local fucking Audi when I take the 46 home.
Yeah, exactly
The
that.
amount of stop and stares it gets, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yep, I'm just going home. Sorry.
Yeah, in the Lidl car park is just
Yeah, I love
perfect.
James, I'm sorry. The Nonce-mobile didn't quite do it for me. And no, not the Subaru doesn't do it for me. Like, don't get me wrong, cage is cool, speedline's cool, Audi car, little car park cool. But just the fucking amounts of cool shit you've seen this week.
I couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah.
It's just got to go to Charles. For me, James, obviously you have your opinion as well.
For me, that is the coolest spot for Charlie.
What, the caddy?
The fact, yeah. No. The caddy, yeah. I was thinking, like, what? Is that on...
Yeah.
What plates is
What
that?
is that plate?
Is it Dutch? Because
think it
Dutch
might be
have
Netherlands,
orange
yeah.
front and
Netherlands,
back,
it looks like an NL in that bottom left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember when that came out as the coupe.
Yeah, we had them in this country
15
for
years
like
ago?
a week.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty cool car. Pretty ugly now that I look at it from
What?
the rear.
No, these are gorgeous,
Ugly in
man.
a cool way. No, that is not a gorgeous car. It's cool, but it's not gorgeous.
You don't
in
think?
my opinion. Nah.
Fairs.
No.
But yeah, so
Cool
I was
car.
going to submit the Caravan Land Rover because I thought that was very cool, but I don't know where the picture's gone. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I got to the point this week where I actually stopped taking pictures of cars because I was just like, oh, this is a joke at this point. Yeah, so shout out all of these people for brightening up my week.
Yeah,
And so my episode of Top Gear, before we get to the episode of Top Gear that James picked, I think.
Yeah, boy.
yes.
So my
Back of the
episode
Amiga.
is, I can't remember what it is, what episode it is, but it is the American special, the first
We weren't
Top
gonna
Gear
do
special.
specials.
Are we not doing specials? Is that-
Specials were not originally on the list, but if we all agree, then I'm okay with having a special on the list. But you are
Mine's
changing the
a
rules
special
mid-game
for when it
here.
comes round as well. So, well, actually,
okay.
it's not. That's not true. But yeah, I don't think we should discount specials.
Sure. Let's
Okay,
go
the
special.
American special then.
Yeah, very nice.
Is this the cow on the roof?
This is the cow on the roof. I will find out what episode this is for the viewers. This was the
When they
first.
had to
this
make
is the
it-
first Top Gear special.
Is this the one when they were basically banned from America unless they made educational? Like this is
No.
the episode that fucked their visa.
No, so that was much later on. That's when they
Okay.
had the Corvette.
That was Bonneville.
Yes, yeah. That's when they had modern cars. So this was meant as a small part of an episode, but they got so much footage out there they turned it into an episode itself.
cool.
It was the third episode of season 9.
Damn, that is
Season 9, EP3 in the group chat.
where they. Yeah.
In the interest of speed, because the timer went off quite a long time, we are going to, I think we should hot foot our way through our highs and lows of James's episode.
Yes.
For me, sorry, I'm just going to make a start. The lows were the car choices of they basically picked 3 cars that were unconventional but insurable for young drivers. The car choices were my low because there was nothing good, but the spin on that is what they did with those 3 cars, and that's all I'll say. And then the high was obviously the fucking SV in the desert. So that's my 2 bits. Next.
Yeah, seeing that SV in the desert, I think that might be what solidified it as my favourite car. Because it's just fantastic. But the high for me, honestly, is the fact that I have always, bucket list thing, wanted to recreate a car from Top Gear. And I think Clarkson's Volvo is probably the easiest for recognisability. So the silver estate with the turbo down the side
Turbo.
with the anarchy flag coming out the roof with the Lilo in the back. Great. And them
And the leopard
gluing,
print.
and them gluing May's stereo is just perfect. And probably I think my favourite laugh out loud moment in a Top Gear episode is when he wakes up his parents with the sound system.
Yeah.
Because he runs it into the shed, and then I can't remember the order that it happened in, but yeah, it was just perfect. It was just the whole episode was a setup for that moment for me.
Agreed. It was.
Sorry, I just got panicky that my camera wasn't recording. It is. Sorry, I just ran off screen for a second.
You just disagreed with me so much. What about you, Joe?
That is classic Top Gear. My favourite. Yeah, is when they're trying to sneak in late at night. Hammond does it well. Jeremy pushes the Volvo, and because it weighs so much, he lets it roll off and goes into the glass house. And then, when James is going, and then I think
yes, they had the remote.
Yeah, and then Clarkson says, or someone says, "What is the reason for James to be out this late?" What was he up to?
Yeah.
Great Top Gear episode.
Yeah.
If I don't say so myself.
It is a great episode. The one bit that I was really gobsmacked is how much content there was in one episode. Like big, not necessarily budget, but there must have been so much time in one episode there. Fair fucks. Budgets just doesn't feel like budgets would allow anymore.
They were barely in the studio. It was like beauty,
Yeah, you could tell. You could really tell when they hit their stride because they never did the cool wall, because the cool wall was just for killing time.
Filler.
No, it's great.
Does anyone know? Is there a version of the cool wall that we can access online? I am picturing like a big sort of image of the completed cool wall at X date.
There was a YouTube video. There is a YouTube video that's about 3 hours long that documents every single car that was ever put on the cool wall and where it was.
We know what to do when traffic is slow. Because I remember on the cool wall they had some crazy shouts, but the most famous one being the DB9 being in its own
fridge. Yeah.
Like it was the coolest of cool.
The Sub-Zero fridge, right?
Sub-Zero, thank you. Of course, Sub-Zero.
Yes, so Gear Knob Official, A Complete Idiot's Guide to the Cool Wall. And it is just literally the entire history of the cool wall. And like, I've opened it, I've skipped 13 minutes in, and it says the Mitsubishi Evo 7 was the 51st car on the cool wall. So if you want to know every single car that was ever put on the cool wall, that's where you go for it.
We can do that one day.
If you want to know the important bits, just listen to YAAP.
YAAP.
Gents, we have waffled. We now know our next episode.
Yes.
We've had a lovely chat. Thank you so much. I have got to go. I am going to clean actually, this won't be new news, actually, when this goes live. I'm going to clean Raj from Carwow Security's RS500, which has been in a barn for 12 years, I think. So it's covered in shit. And I desperately need to go and prepare for that with products. So I'm going to have to say, I love you, bye. To everybody listening that got this far in the episode, I love you even more because you're a trooper. But thank you so much for listening, and I love you all.
Goodbye, everybody.
Adios.